Hi, this is Silas Ram of AsianCultureVulture.com. I'm with the great Indian contemporary director Vidhu Vinod Chopra, and we're talking about his latest film, which is a Hollywood film called Broken Horses. Vidhu, welcome. You must have had a lot of scripts and all kinds of projects you could have got involved with. Why did you want to make this film and a Hollywood film?
It was the biggest challenge of everything I had on my plate.
Right.
And so I picked this because this was the most difficult to do.
Oh, right. Okay. So did you always have that ambition to make a kind of Western film, a Hollywood film?
I did, but for me, the idea really was that when I had, after Three Idiots, I started work after
Sure.
Three Idiots. So for me, this was the most difficult movie to attempt. And, Amitabh Bachchan and me were talking, and he said to me also at that given moment that to do anything easy is no longer fun.
Oh, I see. So doing an Indian film, doing a Bollywood film would have been relatively easy, I guess.
Much easier.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, this was like going out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
With a script to a complete. It's like Steven Spielberg going to Mars.
No, I thought Steven Spielberg going, well.
Yeah, going and Martians looking at him and saying, you know what?
Right.
Or as somebody said in New York,
Yeah.
a very interesting critic said that it's like Quentin Tarantino going to India and
Absolutely.
making a 1942 a love story.
Sure. So how did you go about, what was the process like? Did you have lots of contacts in Hollywood which you could just call up?
No. See, the first thing I did is I traveled a lot. I traveled almost for 6 months on the border.
Right.
I went started in New Mexico, went into Arizona, Texas,
Oh, I see.
California. So I studied the landscape and the people. And then me and Abhijat Joshi wrote the script. It took us 4 years to write this.
Wow.
So this was a long journey.
Okay.
And then, of course, filming was simpler. I shot in 33 days,
Oh, I
but,
see, yeah.
put in $20 million to make it. But
Right.
it was not...
What interested you about the story? What was it that captured your imagination?
brotherhood primarily and family, and it's very interesting to put family in that kind of stress.
Okay.
And finally it's the family that comes on top.
And did you go with an idea of making a film about the US-Mexico drugs war situation? Was that really the idea?
No, I actually started with a film that I was going to make in New York with the brothers. But then when I went to New York, I realized that I don't know the city well enough to make a film there.
Right.
So then I went to the basic elements. See, there is fire, wind, water, earth. And I went to those elements that I'm aware of, which are universal elements. Right. And I found them on the border. And that's how I went there.
So the concept of brotherhood, that obviously plays very heavily in the film.
Yeah.
What is it about brotherhood that kind of drew you to the subject?
See, I'm very close to my brother. I am very close to my family. So I think when you write a part of your life into the movie. Okay. So it's because I'm very close to my family and my brother. I think that is what inspired me to write. And every writer, every director finally has one movie in him. It's him.
Right, okay.
So it's really, if he's honest to himself and he's making honest cinema, then it's all various aspects of his personality that will come out in his writing.
Right. And how was it raising the money? You said 20 million. That's quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
How did you go about raising the money?
Well, Reliance backed me, which was very nice of them.
Right.
And they had just released Three Idiots, which had done very well the world over.
Sure.
So it was Reliance that came to my rescue and helped me make the film. $19 million, $19.5 million.
Well, why do you think we haven't seen more Indian directors do this kind of thing? The successful ones like yourself make that the crossover.
See, I think that culturally our cinema and their cinema is very different.
Right.
And actually Satyajit Ray wrote a book called Our Movies and Their Movies and things like that, because it's really different planets.
Okay. We
have over-the-top drama, we have songs, we have dances, and they have what in Broken Horses you will see a very dark film.
Sure.
So
it's not at all for an Indian audience, really.
It is, because it is a takeoff on Parinda, my earlier film.
Oh, okay.
So people who've seen Parinda or have seen PK or Three Idiots, all my cinema,
right.
for them, it's very interesting to go and see a movie by the guy who made PK or Three Idiots or Parinda or 1942 A Love Story, pick any. And then say that, oh my God, this is the same guy who did that. So that's interesting.
So it has a very distinctive style that's recognizably yours.
I would think so.
Right.
But it's also a movie that people like from James Cameron to Alfonso Cuarón have liked immensely, and that's saying a lot. And it's from a guy
How
from.
How did you go about getting that endorsement from them?
Well,
did you know them before?
No.
Right.
What happened was Jim Cameron actually came to India and read the script. He got the script.
Oh, okay.
And one fine day in my home in Beverly Hills, I get a phone call, and it's him. And he was raving about the script.
Oh, I see.
And I hadn't put my name on the script. And he said I'd like to meet the writer. I said, sure, James, anytime you tell me. And he said, no, Vinod, I'd love to meet you, but can you bring the writer along? I said, sure, I will, because he lives in me. And he started laughing. He said, really? But he said, I must have missed your name. I said, no, I didn't put my name.
Right.
And he said, why? I said, because if you read a script on the Mexican border, drug war, written by Vinod Chopra, as they call me there,
right.
and Abhijat Joshi, I said, you'll be checking my spellings on page 3. By page 10, you'll know who's this Bollywood guy? What do they know about Hollywood?
Right.
So that's how he read it. And when he saw the film, he was one of the first to see it.
Okay.
He just completely freaked out. His praise was completely unbelievable.
And Alfonso Cuarón, how did that come about?
He saw it in London, actually.
Okay, right.
Alfonso had seen 1942, A Love Story, and liked it immensely.
Right.
So that is how, and his immediate reaction was, I cannot believe that you're the same man who did 1942 and Broken Horses.
And what do you think audiences will get from this film? What kind of message would you like them to take away, if there is?
No, there is. There are two things, I think. First, it'll tell them to respect and love their family a little more, much more actually. And I think it'll definitely bring them closer to their families, which is the most critical thing, and which is a crisis that Indians are facing not only in India but particularly in the West.
I see.
So it would be very interesting for kids, for parents, for all of them to see a movie that will bring them closer. And also, I think as South Asians, they will be very proud that we've done something as good, if not better, than Hollywood.
And does that relate to the title, Broken Horses?
Yes, it does. Broken Horses is primarily means that when you tame a horse, you break him. So that's what the whole film is about. It's a brother who's like broken into submission, and that's the title.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
so much.